Okay, well, I want to thank you all for being here today. I want to thank the Glendale Police Department for hosting us in their built facility. I want to thank Mayor Artie Kasakian, Chief Robert William, and the officers who are here in this building and here with us today. They're here for our community every day, 24/7, and we couldn't be more grateful. We're here today with good news for the safety of our communities and for the saving of taxpayer money. In just over 2 years, the eyes of the world will be on us. Los Angeles will host the 2028 Olympics and Paralympic Games. That's something to be proud of. Millions of visitors all across our region, and a once-in-a-generation moment for Los Angeles. But hosting the world is a big responsibility. It means our communities have to be ready, and it means the people who keep us safe have to have the jobs to do exactly that. And here's the thing, that readiness cannot come out of the pockets of local taxpayers or with temporary improvements that disappear when the Olympics leave. Today, we're going to make that a reality. Here's how this came together. The city of Glendale came to me. Our police and city officials told me what they most needed to keep our community safe for the Olympic Games. So I made giving them those tools a priority. I fought for it in Washington, and today I'm proud to say that we got it done. I've secured a $1,331,000 federal investment to strengthen our community safety here in Glendale ahead of the 2028 Games. That means a safer Glendale, paid for by Washington, not by the residents of Glendale. And here's what that investment does. Glendale already has 44 safety cameras in public spaces. This investment will nearly double that coverage to between 90 and 100 cameras. It upgrades the platforms our officers already rely on, and it does all this with the team the city already has. 4 specialists run the real-time information center. This is not adding new staff, it's giving the people already doing the work better tools and more training. So now when someone calls for help, our officers can respond faster and with better information so they know what they're running into, they know what's happening on the ground. It helps prevent crime before it happens. It helps solve crimes faster when they do. And it means quicker response times when our neighbors need help. Let me be clear about who this is for. Okay, this isn't just about the Olympics. Those games are going to come and they're going to go. This investment will stay here in the community. The upgrades that we're announcing today will keep protecting Glendale families and families across this region long after the closing ceremony. Every parent wants to know that their children are safe when they're walking home from school. Every small business owner wants to know that their shop is protected, whether they're inside it or not. And this is how we deliver that protection. And we're going to be doing it without raising $1 in local taxes. This is the latest in a series of federal investments that I fought to bring home to prepare our region for 2028, all of them at no cost to local taxpayers. Earlier this month, I secured $500,000 to bring shade, seating, and real-time arrival information to our bus stops and Metrolink stations, making transit better for riders and for the millions of visitors that are going to come to Los Angeles in 2028 and want to get around using public transportation. In April, I secured $1,092,000 to replace the nearly 100-year-old water and wastewater systems at the Rose Bowl so America's stadium is ready to host the world. And Los Angeles certainly needs how important investments in water infrastructure are right now. And today, we're strengthening community safety right here in Glendale. My job is to make sure when Washington spends money, more of it comes back here to our streets, to our neighborhoods, and to the people who protect us. Keeping our communities safe is not a partisan issue. It's something our local leaders in Glendale and local police asked for, and I was happy to deliver it. With this investment, we're giving our officers the tools they need, getting our region ready to welcome the world, and doing so at no additional cost to local taxpayers. I'm going to keep fighting to bring these investments home because our families deserve to feel safe today and long after the games are over. Thank you, and now I'd like to introduce a great friend of mine and to the city of Glendale, Mayor Artie Kasakian.
Thank you, Congresswoman. I want to thank everyone for coming and hearing this important news for the city of Glendale. As Congresswoman Friedman mentioned, this is in preparation for the Olympics in many ways, but it has more important impact on our community long before and after the games are over. I also want to add that Congresswoman Friedman has always understood the importance of utilizing technology to keep communities safe. When she was in our state legislature, she was a champion of having a pilot program for cameras installed in the city to make sure that people are not speeding and driving recklessly, running red lights. That project is underway thanks to her hard work and efforts when she was in the California legislature, and she continues that hard work now in Congress in Washington, D.C., bringing very necessary funds, as you heard her mention. This is not going to cost Glendale's taxpayers additional funds, as we're looking at tightening our belts across all of our services and finding ways to make our dollars go further. Now, when we talk about Real-Time Intelligence Center and what that does, you'll hear from our Chief Robert William. I also should mention that I'm joined by my colleague, Councilmember Alec Bartrusov, and we as a council, my colleagues who aren't able to join us here today, council members Asatrian, Garpetian, Brotman, we all know how important public safety is in Glendale. It's one of the things that we're most proud of, talking about how safe our community is, how it is a place that's inviting to not only people coming to visit Glendale, but the people who live, work, and grow their dreams here in Glendale. It's also significant to mention that when we talk about public safety, oftentimes we believe, many of us, and rightfully so, that the most important tool in keeping our community safe is the people, the men and women who wear the badge, who drive the police vehicles, the fire engines. But sometimes even more important than the person who wears the badge is the information that arrives before they arrive. We need to give them information that helps them do their jobs better and safer, and that's what this investment of over $1 million is about. So again, I want to thank Congresswoman Friedman. We couldn't ask for a better partner. As someone who came out of local government and went up the ranks at the state level and the federal level, there aren't many members right now in, I would say, this area's delegation who understand the needs of local agencies better than her. And so I want to thank you, Congresswoman Friedman, and I want to thank our men and women of the Glendale Police Department who will put this money to good use, and thank you all for coming out. Thank you.
Chief.
All right. Good morning, everyone. I want to start off by thanking Congresswoman Laura Friedman for being here today, for her continued investment into the city of Glendale, her continued support for public safety, not just with the police department, with the fire department as well. Just recently, she supported an investment into the fire department's communications operation. So very, very thankful for her focus on the city of Glendale. I also want to thank Mayor Kasakian and members of our city council for their continued support in public safety and prioritizing public safety. Part of our mission is to protect Glendale every day, every night. To do that, our officers need timely information, reliable technology, and the ability to make informed decisions when seconds matter most. Today's investment strengthens our real-time intelligence center in several important ways. It allows us to modernize critical technology, expand strategically placed public safety camera infrastructure where it provides the greatest investigative and emergency response value, and provides specialized training for the professionals who operate these systems. Technology is only as effective as the people that are behind it. That's why investment in that's why the investment is just as much important about our personnel as it is about the equipment that they use. These tools aren't here to replace our officers. They're here to support them. Our Real-Time Intelligence Center has already helped investigators solve murders, violent crimes, street robberies, follow-home robberies, and residential burglaries by providing critical leads and evidence that might otherwise be unavailable. These investments build on that success. This work also couldn't come at a more important time. As previously mentioned, we are just 2 years away from the World Olympics. And in Glendale, along with every other city across the region, has a responsibility to prepare in advance. The investment we're announcing today helps ensure our department is ready, not only for the games, but for evolving public safety challenges our community will face in the years ahead. At the end of the day, this isn't about equipment. It's about giving our officers every advantage to respond more quickly, investigate more effectively, and to continue delivering the level of safety the people of Glendale expect from us. Congresswoman Friedman, thank you again for your advocacy, your leadership, and your partnership. We look forward to putting this investment into work and service in our community. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm very lucky to have wonderful partners here in the city of Glendale, and we are very united in terms of our local government, state government, and federal government, that public safety is our very top priority. With that, I'll see if there's any questions from any of you.
Steve Witt, LA County Thoughts. Just quickly, is the funding stream coming from money for the Olympics, or is it from a different funding stream?
No, it's from a different funding stream. This is community funding that's made available to members of Congress. You have to apply. Right. They have to go through the appropriations process, but it's nothing to do, it's completely separate from the 2028 Olympic funding. So this is additional money.
Like that it came through some kind of Olympic funding stream.
No, it did not. But when I put the request in, I talked about the need to make sure that we are safe for the Olympics. And so I think that was one of the rationales helped with the application.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay. Thank you all for coming.